Shop live stream. Lily and I just got back in town last night, like 8 o'clock, so we're a little bit tired. But we have a ton of new stuff to show you. I didn't want you to miss out on anything, so I've just got a big stack of stuff. And then I can talk about our trip at the end, because I'm sure a lot of you don't even care. But we just released Farmgirl Vintage 2 for pre-sale. This is a book that can be pre-sold. It's Lori Holt's brand new book. It's called Farmgirl Vintage 2, so it's a follow-up, obviously, to Farmgirl Vintage. And this is my very first like full draft of the whole book. It's at about 200 pages right now, and there's lots of cool stuff in here. I don't want to show too much, but we're going to be doing a photo shoot on May 1st through May 4th, so we're going to be having all kinds of photos and maybe some little short videos so that you can see more. But this is the cover. So you can pre-buy the book now, and then if you want to be notified when the quilt kit comes in, just click on the links. I don't have pricing yet because we're still proofing the book, so we have to get all the fabric requirements nailed down perfectly before we can price the kit. But the book is going to be coming out in September, so that's super, super, super exciting. But I'll just kind of hold it up so you can see the cover, and obviously it won't come in this binder. This is just my binder so that I can start proofing. It will be just like all of her other books where there's a hidden spiral. So there's that, and then our Witches Night Out book just arrived this week. If you pre-ordered the quilt kit, which is now sold out, that will be shipping in June. The kit comes with the book, so if you pre-ordered the kit, you don't need to buy the book. So I'll just show it to you though. It's a spiral, and I really like that we have a black spiral now because we never have. So you can see how pretty it is. So if you're interested in just the book, you can get that now. If you pre-ordered the kit, you can wait, and the kit will come with your book in June. But it's just like all of our other books. Beautiful photography, beautiful photos. And in the book, in the back of the book, there's a table runner pattern, and it looks like this. I have the table runner right here. So here is the table runner. So if you bought the kit, this does not come in the kit unless you wanted to use some of your scraps, but there won't be enough to do the entire table runner. But I just thought it would be cool to show you the table runner because I have shown you the quilt before, but I don't think I've shown you the table runner. So that's super exciting. 2 new It's So Emma books. One is out and one is for pre-order. We also got in, since last week, the Jolly Bar of Lollipop Garden. And a Jolly Bar is a 5 by 10 inch rectangle that's exclusive to Fat Quarter Shop. And anytime you buy a Jolly Bar, it has a free pattern, and it always comes in the back. So this pattern here is the free pattern that comes with it. It's called Egg Hunt, and we also have kits if you wanted the kit. And Susan in customer service made this. Super cute. So that's new, and this fabric has been selling really fast. I've already reordered a lot of it. This little dot, I don't know if you can see it, but this white on white dot is amazing. It's really good white on white dot. I'm super picky about my white on whites, but it's really, really, I love that. And then also we want to thank all of you for Make-A-Wish. Let me see how much we're at. We are at $17,250, so that's super exciting. And we released this pattern, I think. This is our 3rd free pattern that you can download from our site. And Nova sewed this, and Gina Tell, she did the long arm quilting. It's a really cool design. So this is one of the free patterns that is available, and we're going to have a 4th also when we hit 20,000. So that's super cute. I also wanted to let you know, if you are a YouTube member, go in your community tab. This is a free pattern, and you can download that now. So that's your perk for this week. I'm sure some of you have seen it.
Okay.
So there's that.
And they have it till the 20th to download.
Go Lily. Lily knows her stuff. Okay, and then we got some other cute notions that I thought were really cute. These came like right before I left. They're super cute. They're little measuring spoons, and they're ceramic. So I think they're super cute. I'm gonna put them somewhere in my sewing room. I don't know where, but I'm not gonna use them because obviously I don't cook. And like, what would I really use them for? Is for decoration. So I don't know where I'm gonna put them. Maybe on like a little thing. I don't know. They're super cute. And then also this came, and it's let me see what it's called. Thimble Craft Container. And it's rose gold. So I just put like my big stuff in it. It doesn't, it's like your seam ripper. See how big it is? Like everything. So I just wanted to show you, like when you put stuff in it, it's really tall and big. So I'm going to keep that on my cutting table. Super cute. And then also I'm going to give you a big spoiler alert here. So if you don't want to see it, hide or stop watching. Don't really stop watching though. So if you're a member of the CAFE club, in that club you get 20 fat quarters and a free pattern every quarter. And so I wanted to go ahead and show you May. So if you're in the club and you don't want to see it, hide. So this is the pattern. It's called Trapeze. And this is it sewn up. I like the quilting on it. It's ginormous. Oh my gosh, it's so big. So if you're in the club, you get the fat quarters you need to make this. You just have to add the background and the binding and the backing. But this, I mean, this is like a really good use of the fat quarters because you can make a ginormous quilt. And I really like the quilting. It's like little bubbles. And I don't know who made this, so I'm sorry I'm not giving credit. I think it might have been Elva. But if I'm wrong, I'm really sorry. And this binding is really cool. It's like, I don't know if you can see how it like, they connected it, but it's like the color changes throughout. So it's a cool effect.
What's the name of the background fabric for this quilt?
Let me look. The background fabric is GP70-chalk. Chalk. 70-chalk. And so what we do that's really nice is we list on the pattern like the fat quarters that you already got in your package. So if you wanted to buy more or something, you know what they're called, and then what you would need to buy. It says 3 3/4 yard of GP70 chalk, and then it tells you the binding fabric, and then the backing, we just say how much you need so you can pick your own. And then we also have a really cool show and tell today from Martingale. So there's this new book. It's an author that I'm not familiar with, but you're going to love this stuff. It is so cute. It would totally fit in my house. It's super cute. It's called Stitch from the Heart. And so we actually have a coupon for you. So the coupon is Heart20, and you can get 20% off, and it expires April 19th. And it's very, I don't want to say farmhouse, but it's very muted and very stitchery-ish. So it's got like applique, a little touch of embroidery, but very, I don't know. You know, when I look at it, I kind of think home goods. I was trying to think of how you would describe it. I feel like it's very original, and there's not as much stuff out there with this really nice soft look. So I'm just kind of flipping through the pages for you, but then I'm going to show you their projects, and then there's some really cute stuff that the finishers did that I think is really nice that you guys could use on anything you make in your house, whether it be from this book or not. That's my favorite, it's the pillow. So this has a total, and it does have some, when I was looking at it, it does have some tips on embroidery if you've never done it. I'm not good at embroidery, but I feel like it's got some really good hits. So it's 80 pages. This is the author. Her name is Corey Turner Goodhart, and that's how she looks. That's what she looks like. And I think you're gonna like, I'm super excited. I think you're gonna really love it. So first there is actually I'm gonna keep the book up here, but there's a pin cushion, and this pin cushion is like really heavy, like watch. It is like so heavy. When I picked it up, I was like, oh my gosh. But she has some like lace trim and then some pins in it and some buttons. So she's got like, but I think that she must have used crushed walnut shells. But I think that's a super cute way to put that vintage trim on. And then she's got like a little, these two kind of go together in the book. It's like a little, I don't know. What would you call this, Lily?
Mug mat?
Yeah, that. And it's cute. And so like the letters you see here, there's templates in the book that you can like trace and then do the hand work. And then this is so cute. So this is a wall hanging. It's called Pocket for Your Thoughts. And so you can see the beautiful trim work. She's got embroidery on top of applique. She uses a lot of this really cute lace. And then it's got like little, it's got pockets inside the applique. So you can put stuff in it. It's super cute. And what I loved about this is on the back, she put a quilt sleeve, and then she put it about an inch in, and she put a vintage yardstick in there, super cute. And then she has rickrack, and you can hang it up with the rickrack. So I thought that was really cool. It gives it even more of a vintage vibe. I don't know, I just think it's super cute. So there's that. And then this one is called Brave Little Love Quilt. It's upside down or sideways, sorry. That's called I'm Sleepy. That's what that's called. And then the back, she has this really popular print. This is a Wyndham print. It's 108 inch wide. I think it's called Story. Actually, it's available in 45 and 108. It's one of our best-selling prints. And this is like a pinwheel that on top of it she put embroidery, and it looks like she might have, yeah, she did that before it was quilted. This is called Heart of the Family Banner. And so this also has a mix of applique and embroidery on top. Really pretty detail. And this pillow is like, oh my gosh, like really so cute. I love it. So it's called Be Yourself Pillow. And the back is also equally as awesome. On the back, she has embroidered, it takes more courage to be yourself and to stand alone than to follow someone else's path. Pick you. And it's all hand embroidered. So that is amazing. Amazing words and amazing detail. And then she's got some beautiful buttons on the back. And she drew embroidery down to make the buttons look like flowers. So pretty. And on this one, she has a mix of linen. I think this is a linen cotton mix. I believe it might be Amberley from Moda, and then she's got just some regular cottons. So she's got a mix of, I think what makes her work beautiful is it's a mix of textures and a mix of techniques. So not only does she mix like the cotton and the linen. She's mixing embroidery, applique, piecing, all that. So that is super awesome. And so again, I'm going to tell you the coupon so I don't mess it up. It is Heart20.
And it's also in the links below if you just want to copy it from there.
Perfect. And so for Designer Mystery, I think we're missing the blocks. Somehow I'm missing our blocks from the 2-color quilt along. So I think we are just missing those, and I'm really sorry. So we will show that next week. I think it just, in between all the craziness of my life, I can't find them in this room. They might have been sent home, but I don't find them. But on Designer Mystery, we wanted to let you know that for Designer Mystery 2018, the finishing is sold out. So now we have the pattern online. So if you missed the finishing kit, you can get the pattern. That's for the one that's been running. Can you grab my tea? Sorry.
Yeah.
I think Lily and I were getting sick yesterday. Sorry. I should have brought it over here. We were kind of getting like sick a little bit yesterday. And then for 2000 Mystery 2019 that I showed you last week that I said was going to sell out, did sell out. And we're going to be putting the fabric requirements online next week. And we're going to post the finishing pattern in July. And that club ships in June. So that's what we have for now. I'm going to go get my dog because I have missed my dog, and we're going to sit with Piggy, and then we're just going to chat. So y'all just start listing the questions for Lily.
Yes. Oh, for the person that was asking about the quilt, this quilt behind her, that's the charity quilt that we were talking about earlier. It's called Threadology. Oh. Good questions, guys.
He wants Lily.
Oh, hi, Piggy.
He's going to talk to her. See, he talks. He's a good boy. He's just... So I'll first tell you about our trip. So we went to the NAB show, which is a broadcasting show, just to learn about like technology, trends, that kind of stuff. So Lily got there Sunday and I got there Monday. And we went to the show Monday and Wednesday, and we filmed on Tuesday. So we could post our floss tube on Wednesday. And then Wednesday night, because there was this one, it was really all my fault. There was this, you get a ticket and you get like you can go to 3 like conferences where they talk and you learn from them. And there was this one that I really wanted to go to. So I was like, Lily, we should go. So we changed our flights. Well, that was a bad idea. Because first of all, the conference was totally irrelated to anything I do for business. Like, I thought it was going to be about trends and it was about technology. So that was, of course, way over my head. I had no idea what they were talking about. So we should have never even gone to that one because it was a complete waste of time because it didn't help me. And I was lost in the whole thing. I was like, oh, I'm just going to pretend I know what they're talking about. So then we go from the conference to our hotel to get our stuff. And then we go to the airport. And I could tell the flight was going to be late because the flight coming in, that was going to be the same flight that was going to go back out, was late. So I was like, oh, Lily, it's going to be late. So we went to the airport anyway. And the lady said, well, you really don't have any options if you don't take this flight because there's no flights today. She couldn't get us to go home through like LA to Austin or Dallas to Austin. There were no flights. So she was like, there's none tomorrow. So you should probably, I don't think you're going to make the flight, but you should chance it. So we check our bags and then we go, we had like a 10 or 20 minute layover to get from one terminal to the others. But we were like, okay, we just want to get home. So we get all the way to the gate, check in, go through the thing, and then the flight's delayed again. And there's this long line of people, like, I don't know, 20 people. And then people behind us, like, trying to get, trying to get to the, trying to change their flight also because they were going to get stuck because they were now behind. So because of that, I was like, you know what, Lily? we're gonna just go ahead and we're gonna go back to the front. So we go all the way back, and we were like, can we just cancel this flight? And can we just get our luggage back? So we did. And then we found a flight on a different airline, and there was 2 seats, and we got home last night. So we got home a day late, but that's okay. We had fun. But yeah, I was like, I don't think I've ever really had something like that happen in an airport, so I didn't really know what to do. Like, I was like, well, do we want to get stuck in Vegas? Or do we want to get stuck in Phoenix? Because I think she even told us that Phoenix the next day there were no flights. I mean, I don't know. I think it was just like, you're not getting home unless you take this. Anyway, it was a hot mess. But it ended up okay. We're just a little tired and wanted to be home a day ago. So that's about it. I did not. Lily found the 2 color blocks.
Yes.
So I'm going to show them now, and I'm going to not get dog hair on them. So this is the red one. Some tips for this from our employees. Yeah, Lily, why don't you do that?
Oh, okay.
Lily's going to hold them so I don't get...
Give me 1 sec. I need to try to get my angle right here. Okay.
So Lily's going to show them. So some tips from our employees are to press open. And also, if you are working from Lori's book, if you're making the 12-inch size, just to keep the 6-inch out of your way, you could put a Post-it note over that section. So those are some tips. We're on week 3 of this, and it is with our Vintage Christmas book. And we have a PDF online that you can follow if you want to make this. And then there's also a denim colorway. So we list all the SKUs you would need. And you just follow the book and you get a 2-color quilt. And the denim one is hanging in Kevin's office, so I'll bring it next week just so that we have it. But yeah, we found them. It's because
They were in a different box.
They were in a different box, and I was like, I don't know why this box is here, and I didn't open it because I'm tired. But I'm usually more prepared than that. But yeah, got home late last night, so ask me any questions you have, and
real quick, do you want to talk about the floss tube we did, since it was kind of special, but it's on the other channel?
So we did a floss tube. We have a new channel called Fat Quarter Shop Floss Tube, and we posted that on Wednesday, and so we did a little video with my mom and with Gabriel Fuentes. He is in our Community Stitch Squad, which is our Facebook group, and it was just a lot of fun. We had a little bit of technology issues after that. So it took forever to get the video made and to get the video uploaded. So I think Lily fell asleep while it was uploading.
I did.
And I don't know, it was, the internet or the Wi-Fi in our room was like not having it. It was just super slow, and I'm sure it's like that so that you go gamble. There wasn't, so we must love y'all a lot because it took us like 8 hours to get that thing done.
Yeah, totally.
So we actually missed the conference on Tuesday, which there were no, like the way it works is you can walk around and look at the technology, but then you can also go to different classes. But there were no classes we were going to go to anyway, so it ended up being fine.
Okay. Questions? And I'm going to go in reverse order here. Okay, from Cheryl Murchison, she says, if the book shows 4 pieces for the center, but the blocks you show, it's just 1 block? I think she's asking about 2-color quilt, but I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
So you might need to clarify for us, Cheryl.
Yeah, I don't know. Tell me again.
If the book shows 4 pieces for the center, but the blocks you show, it's just 1 block?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe put clarification and then Kate can answer, or we can answer later because I have no idea.
Yes.
Maybe we're just, me and Lily might just be too tired.
Yeah, maybe we're just out of it. My eye keeps twitching. I don't know what's happening. Cynthia Fed says, what's the name of the book for the 2-color blocks?
Vintage Christmas. And within that book, it's by Lori Holt, and within that book there's a 2-color quilt section, and you follow that layout to get the finishing. And then we have a PDF that tells you where to go within the book so that it's kind of like a little added bonus to the book.
Okay, Sonia Fisk says, what about the new pattern in Sew Sampler? Are you going to show us that?
Not yet. Not yet.
So,
it's still sitting on that table and it has not moved since I left.
Hang on. Gloria Martin says, one of my favorite pre-cuts is the 5/8 bundle, but there don't seem to be any patterns available for that pre-cut. Anything in the works, or do you know any good patterns for 5/8 pre-cuts?
5/8 pre-cuts. I don't know what that is.
Like instead of a half yard, you get 5/8 of the yard.
We don't have that.
Yeah, I don't think we have that either. I'm assuming
Maybe.
that's what it is.
I don't know. You might mean 5-inch strips. I'm not really sure.
Oh, wait, I think we have a new YouTube member.
Yay!
that
Pinky
just
says,
joined.
yay!
Give me
Pinky says,
one
yay!
sec. Okay, Lori Bernard, welcome. Confetti cannon. Ooh, ooh.
Did you give her a confetti cannon?
Yeah. All right. Okay. Sorry, I was making sure I have not missed a name here. Sorry, we got lots of questions. This is awesome. Okay. Teresa says, oh, maybe hold up the 2-color quilt blocks again so you can see the center she's talking about. Oh, she was referring. Oh, okay. I think I see. Maybe? Are you talking about these squares? Maybe?
So maybe we might have, I would have to have the book. I don't. We might have, if it was, I don't remember. We'll just have to answer in the comments because I don't know off the top of my head. I don't remember. And I made the quilt in February, and it is now. Are we in April? Yeah.
We're in April. Yeah. I know. I'm like, wait.
Yeah. So you can just, somebody will answer you. Sorry.
Okay. And lots of people have been asking the white on white that you showed. What's the name of it or the SKU?
Lollipop Garden is the, hold on, Peeky. Lollipop Garden is the collection, and Kate will have to put the SKU because it's all the way under all the quilts, and I don't want Peeky to get down because he pees on stuff. He's a bad doggy.
Then we had someone on Facebook, they're like, it's not a quilting question, but I have a pug that sheds a lot. Does yours shed a lot?
So he sheds a lot, and so what you can do is, and I haven't done it in a while, is when you bathe him, you can get these like brushes and like brush the hair out. And then my kids are supposed to brush him daily. We don't always, but yeah.
We have another new YouTube member, Kathy
Yay!
Wilson. Welcome.
Yay! Give me a hug. Sit down. Sit down. He says no. He gives me hugs. Give me hugs.
Next question. Lee Flower says, will there be a new fabric for Lori Holt for Farmgirl Vintage 2?
So Farmgirl Vintage 2 is using her collection that's out now called Farmgirl Vintage 2. And then there are, or Farmgirl Vintage, maybe it's just called Farmgirl Vintage. Yeah, it's just called, the fabric is just called Farmgirl Vintage. So she uses that. She uses some of the C100, C120, C100, I think it's C120 solids. And then she has a second group of Farmgirl Vintage coordinates that come out this summer, and she's using that. So she's using current fabric. So you want to get it now because they're going to keep it in print, and we'll have kits and all that, but like we literally have to proof it. We go block by block. I mean, it is very tedious how we do it.
Hannah Wetterson says, I missed the thing about the pattern that's available to download before the 20th. So that's the members only, YouTube members pattern. I can find it.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I think it's in the very bottom.
I think so too.
Right under there. So this is a pattern that is available. You can buy it. It's called Morning Glory. It's an It's-O-Emma pattern. And so we have YouTube memberships, and that is our perk for this week. Sometimes they get exclusive videos. Sometimes they get free patterns. Sometimes they get a coupon. So this is what they get this week.
What is the name of the background fabric in the cave quilt? We had a few people
already
asking.
said it.
Oh, okay, you got it.
So that was what I said. You'll have to reverse. I think it is GP70 chalk, if I'm remembering correctly, but I did say it.
Oh, you did, yes. Can we see the back of the cave quilt? Maybe we can show it at the end.
Yeah, you can show it real quick.
Okay.
I don't know what SKU it is, though.
Right.
Yeah. Off the top of my head.
Oh, it's all colorful.
Yes. And we don't have this listed on the pattern, just because on the pattern we don't list the backing, but we can comment for you and let you know which one it is.
This takes a lot of effort. I'm not used to folding quilts.
Yeah, that quilt is really big.
Okay, there we go. Oh, how long would you say the cave quilt takes to make?
I didn't make it, but I would say 12 hours maybe. That's a guess. I would say 12, but that would probably take me 12 hours. Maybe 20. It's got a lot of points. But I like that when you put the block together, like when you join it, there's no sashing, so that saves time.
Okay. Oh, and the person that had been asking about 5/8 quilt, she meant fat eighth bundles.
Oh,
and
fat eighths. So we do have some fat eighths. So if we have like fat eighth frenzy, yes, just remembered something. So if you go to our YouTube channel under shortcut quilts, there are some fat eighth patterns, and if you go to our free pattern page, we'll link them there. I know one of them is called Fat Eighth Frenzy. I don't remember the others, but we have a couple. So that will help you, and it's a free one.
Okay. Bonita Nan says, how many wishes will you be able to grant when you reach your goal for the charity?
So we have already done 3. We've already picked 3. We think we might be able to get to 4. So we are going to involve all of you guys in, I mean, as much as the parents are comfortable with, but no names, nothing like that, but we can tell the stories. The first wish that we're able to grant should be in June. So.
Okay. Lenice Roundy says, what's the name of the book? It was the Stitched, that one, yes.
It's called Stitched from the Heart, and the designer is Corey Turner Goodhart. And it's got embroidery, patchwork, and applique. I just think it's very unique, and I love the textures of all of the textures of her techniques and the fabrics. Sorry, my stomach is growling, or pee. Somebody's in it.
I thought it was piggies.
It might be. I don't even know. That's how tired I am.
Michelle Gibson McCoy says, are the boxes of the month for this month still going to be shipped on the 20th because of Easter weekend? So
somebody else will have to answer.
I believe Kate said they are still shipping as normal, but we'll let everyone know if that changes. But it should be normal.
Okay.
Okay. Joyce Schofield says, came in late. What's the name of the thimble wall quilt hanging behind her? So it's
that is the Threadology free pattern on our website, and we have been releasing them on the 1st and 15th of each month and raising money for Make-A-Wish, and the full pattern will be available by June 15th. That's when the last one comes out. That started February 1st. And all that information can be found on our blog, and our blog is called The Jolly Jabber.
Margaret Ellerick says, is there a fabric line suggestion in the Stitch from the Heart book?
No, she is just using a mix, and I can tell she's using a lot of Moda and Wyndham. So it looks like she's mixing some Corey Yoder and some Brenda Riddle. This is what it's looking like, with maybe a little bit of grunge dots. But she just used a mix of things.
And we're getting a lot of questions like, where did you get that thimble container? Where did you get
of course,
this
all
book?
of this is available at Back Quarter Shop, of course. And all of the links to anything we show today are in the description box below already.
Yes.
But on this, I just wanted y'all to know that, like, if you were out, because I was kind of thinking of using it as a pin holder, and it kind of doesn't really work for that because it's so big that your pins get lost. So that's why I wanted to show y'all, just in case, like, if you're wanting to use it as a pin holder, it might not work, but it works for like big stuff, like your big scissors, not so much your small scissors.
When will Cream and Sugar Block of the Month ship this month? Maybe Kate can answer.
It's on my sheet, but now I don't know where my sheet is, so I don't know. I'm sorry.
We'll reply in the comments for you. When does the first block of the mystery send?
June 10th or June 5th of 2019.
Okay. June.
Yeah, beginning of June.
Maria Migdalia Felger Ramos says, when is the machine cross stitch with the new sew words going to be available? Thank you and welcome back.
Okay, what? Do you know the answer?
The
Sorry.
Lori Holt, so she...
Oh, so she did
Yes.
cross stitch?
That one.
Probably within a month. 3 weeks to a month. We are taking that to the framer on Monday. I had meant to take it to the framer last week before we left, and I just ran out of time. So we're taking it to the framer on Monday. And then we were going to take it today, but Emma has to go to dance already. Have to pick her up early from school, so I don't have enough time to get from here to the framer to back, to get her, to go back, to get dressed, to go back to North Austin.
Ooh.
So my life is like so crazy right now. Like I have no break for anything, but I love it. But she has dance tonight. Tomorrow she has a dance at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. And then Saturday she has like 11, 12, and 1, or Sunday. So Sunday shouldn't be so bad, but I love it. Like I'm taking Lori's new book, and I'm just going, because I have already proofed the blocks months ago. The blocks have been proofed, but the quilts are now all in there. And so she's sewn some of them, and so I compare, because we try to get all the colors to match. And so it's really my first dive through the quilts. So it'll be awesome because I can sit in the back, or I can sit in the hallway, or I can go sit in my car and proof. And so that'll be fun. I'll get all caught up on Lori's stuff.
And April 27th for Cream and Sugar.
Okay, there you go.
Everyone in
Yeah,
the comments
sorry,
don't
Kate.
care.
I'm really tired, and I am gonna just like not know anything today. But we were not gonna not do the live stream because Lily was like, "Well, what if we just don't go back till like Monday?" I'm like, we have a live stream.
Yeah.
We have a live stream we have to do. We love doing it though, but yeah, we're just also the time change. I couldn't fall asleep last night because I was on Vegas time. And I'm just like sitting there like, I'm so tired. You know how like sometimes you're like so tired and you just can't fall asleep? That was me last night. Mm-hmm. And then Kevin started snoring and I was like, oh my God.
We had a lot of funny comments when you were like, everything in this video can be bought. And then Teresa said, everything in the video, but you can't get a piggy though. He's one of a kind.
Oh, but he can come to your house and pee on all the things.
Yeah. He'll mark his territory.
Yeah. He's, yeah. He also has dirty eyes. Yeah, I'm going to take him for a walk after this because I haven't like seen him all week.
Barbara Carto says, are there YouTube videos for the 2-color quilt? Just got my kit yesterday and haven't heard.
No, there's no videos, but we have PDF links on our blog, and they will walk you through. It'll say on page 60, for fabric A, cut this many. For fabric B, cut this many. And so when the person was asking about the center block, if you just follow that PDF guide and you cut the quantity, it will all work out. That's why we have that in there.
Joanna Shoemaker says, oh, sorry.
No, it's nothing.
Oh, Joanna Shoemaker's asking, will the thimble container come in other colors other than rose gold?
So the only one we know of right now is in rose gold. We didn't make it, we just bought it, and I just thought it was like so cute at market. So we saw it at Quilt Market in like last November or October. So we've been waiting on it to come in because we love it. So yeah, as of now, I don't think so.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry.
You could spray paint it.
Ooh, you could do that. Okay. Kia B says, we've had several people ask how to order a bolt of Bella Solids. Can you explain that?
So if you want to order a bolt of Bella Solids, you can just order a quantity of 15, and then in the comment section you can say, please apply bolt discount. And if we don't have 15 yards, we will order the 15 yards and let you know, like what day it'll be there. Moda is out of about 30 Bella Solids right now, but they should be shipping any day. Okay. And then like not all manufacturer basics are 15 yards, like Moda are 15. And the Robert Kaufman Konas are 15, but like Riley Blake solids only come in 10-yard bolts. So each of them are a little bit different.
All right. Lisa Sweats says, I miss you doing behind the scenes in your sewing room doing projects. So maybe we'll have a project.
Yeah, so I will get back to that. It's just been really hard with, I'll get back to that.
Cindy Carl says, finishing kit sold out. Any other way to find those fabrics, or are we to do it on our
We've
own?
already answered that.
Oh, okay.
The fabric requirements will be posted in 1 to 2 weeks.
Perfect. Thank you.
We're waiting on, there's something we need to work out before we post them.
Jana Edwards says, what fabric line was used in the samples from the book that was just shown?
Yeah, I just answered that.
You
It's
did.
just all scrappy. It's all just a mix. It looks like a little bit of yellows from Corey Yoder, a little bit of the vintage floral look. It looks like she picked some of the taupe prints from Brenda Riddle. And it looks like I see some Three Sisters in there, and I see some Moki dot, and I see some grunge dot. So I think it's just a mix of stuff.
Teresa was asking, do you get a bolt discount on any bolt or just solids?
We just do solids.
Do you pre-starch flannel?
I don't pre-starch flannel, and I very rarely use flannel, so I don't have that much experience with it. I know that when you work with flannel, the thicker needle will help and a longer stitch length.
Patsy Wheeler says, does Lori Holt have employees that help her do her sewing? That girl has been so busy. I love her.
No, but I have some employees that have been helping her. So she has some people that help her. A majority of what you see in her book is her. So I would say 90% of what is in her book she does. She has a little bit of help. Obviously the quilting she doesn't do. She's had more help on this book than the past, but she controls every color placement. So it's all so that it's all very authentic and all Lori.
How many
She
projects?
does not have any employees. Her husband helps her, but he doesn't sew.
How many projects are in Lori Holt's new book?
A lot. Like 13. There's a lot of big quilts. I can, maybe next week I can go through and give a little bit more detail. I want to have time to go through and just look at stuff first.
And just a quick shout out for Corey Turner Goodhart, the author of the book we just showed. She says, thanks for the awesome review of my book, Stitch from the Heart. Hope to meet you in person at Market next month. And she had lots of hearts in her comment.
Oh, thanks for watching.
Yes.
Yeah, I
thanks,
love
Corey.
that pillow. Yeah, it's like awesome.
I'm just going to take a couple more questions here. Everyone's like, you guys should take a Friday afternoon nap.
Yeah, I've got to clean the sewing room, and I've got to get, this, like, I cannot stand a mess. That's one thing, and it is a hot mess in here. Oh, and then I bought a bunch of stuff on Amazon because, like, my suitcase broke, so I was like, oh, I need to get a suitcase, and I needed to get some, like, I don't know, hair stuff that I lost at the hotel. I think I left it at the hotel in Houston because Emma doesn't have it. So I go in Kevin's office. I'm like, what is this? He's like, I didn't order any of it. I'm like, I know, you're supposed to open it for me. So now I got to go in Kevin's office, find all my boxes, and open them. Because whenever I order stuff, I just leave his name on it, like, whatever, we both live here. But I have a mess. A mess. My life's also a little bit of a mess right now.
Lisa Sweet says, Kim, will the members get another 20% coupon on the Farmgirl Vintage Fat Quarter bundle again, since we did that before?
No, we just do the coupon one time.
Okay. And then the last thing, can you tell us a funny story from Vegas or something interesting?
Oh, we can tell you a
happened?
funny story. Another funny story is I left my wallet, my purse,
Oh, yeah.
in an Uber because I was so flabbergasted and flustered from the airport. I was just like trying to keep it together because first of all I was tired, I was hungry, I was mad. I had like, the whole thing was I was trying to leave a day early to surprise my kids and also to get home because I have dance all weekend. So I've got to organize stuff. I have to print the schedule. I mean, it's not like I just show up. So I'm like so excited to go home early, and then I was just so frustrated that it didn't happen. And then I was like so happy again that I got a flight that my mom helped me book, because I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I see these flights, just book them. I'll pay you back, just book these flights. So then she's like booking them, but then she needs Lily's full name, and then Lily's got a complicated name. Her name is spelled with 2 L's for Lily, and then Liliana is 1 L, and so I'm spelling the name wrong on the text, and then she needs Lily's birthday, so I'm like totally frustrated. I didn't have my Starbucks. I'm like, oh my God, really? We gotta get to the airport. So we go from the airport to the hotel, and I leave my purse in the car. And I have gambling money in there. I actually didn't even hardly gamble this time, but like I had money in there. Like even if it's $100, that's a lot to me. Has my credit cards. Every credit card I own is in there. So we go to the room, but my phone is almost dead. So I'm like, well, we got to charge our phones because what if we get separated and like where we go? Like an hour later or 30 minutes later, I'm like, where's my purse? It's in the Uber. Did she call me? No. So then we go to try to meet her. And we are idiots because we're half asleep and we're frustrated and we're tired, and we go to the pickup zone, not the where she dropped us off, because there's two different things. And she like calls me, she's screaming at me. She is not here, because like I was trying to buy a phone charger. Lily was trying to meet her to get my purse, and she was like, she's not here. And I'm like, she's there. She's like, she's not. And you don't understand. And she was like screaming at me. And then I'm like calling Lily. Lily's like, I'm standing right here. Found my purse. I got my purse back. I think it had all the money in it. But it was funny, but not really funny. Yeah, we have a lot of funny stories.
Yeah.
But we're kind of, yeah. I think we're just really trying to like get back into like this time zone and like get caught up. So I'm really sorry if I have like low energy. I'm just like really tired. But yeah, I am really tired. Like tonight, after her solo, I don't even know, like I haven't even figured out the times for the awards because that matters. Like I need to know when she goes on, when the awards are, because I'm gonna go to my car and sleep for like a little bit just to get myself together. But yes, I am, but that was, I guess, funny, but not really. And Lily was like, isn't that a little concerning that she knows that, because basically you contact Uber through the app. It was really easy. And then Lily was like, don't you think it's like she knew she had your purse, but she didn't contact you? And I'm like, yeah, that's a little,
sketchy.
but then I shouldn't have left my purse. Like I should have been with it. But yeah, we had a lot of issues with the internet at the hotel and phones just dying. Like my battery, not her phone was awesome, but my phone was like, the battery would just drain for no reason. And I don't know if it was because I had Wi-Fi connected. And we were just in our hotel room, so we weren't really sure, but like my phone was just dying. Yeah, that was a funny story.
Yeah. And then, real quick, I want to give a huge shout out to Kimberly's mom, Patty Lawson, who was just amazing to us this trip. Yes, I just wanted to thank her on here publicly and confetti cannon.
Yeah, and so I don't know if she's home yet. She was gonna come home last night late, but I haven't got a text, so I need to text her and be like, did you get home? Because sometimes she'll change her flight to the next day if she's winning. So, because she does gamble. I didn't really want to. I just wanted to come home. Like, I wanted to come home and see my kids, so.
And then also shout out to Gabriel, who I see in the chat right now, for
Hi.
hanging out with us. We surprised him at his work.
Yeah, I was like, I was like, Lily, I have the best idea. We're going to go surprise Gabriel.
Yeah, and that's on the Facebook if you guys want to look at that.
Yeah, so y'all have a great weekend. We will be back next Wednesday with our Fact Shop Floss Tube. If you want to subscribe to that, subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Instagram, our Kimberly Stitch Squad, our Fact Shop. We have a lot going on, and I'll see you next Friday also. And sorry if we were low energy today. We're trying to get it together. So have a great